Hello and welcome. I'm Joyce Tseng with news from here in Taiwan and around the region in case you missed it. In Kumamoto Prefecture in Japan, a new TSMC chips fab is shaking up several sectors. The influx of Taiwanese families is putting pressure on schools, not only to take in more students, but also to adapt their curriculums. TaiwanPlus visited one that's renovating a whole building to suit the needs of TSMC families. Getting fitted for his first day of school. 6-year-old Ron is the only Taiwanese student in the inaugural first grade class at Kyushu Lutheran International School, less than an hour's drive from his father's workplace, chip-making giant TSMC's new Japan fab. Ron and his parents are among over 700 Taiwanese people who've moved to Kumamoto for TSMC. His mom says Ron's been adjusting well, but that starting school will be a big test.
对，就是因为他日文比较不好啊，可能怕跟同学，因为同学们日本人聊天之间都是用日文，比较会聊天啊，所以就是怕他可能有点没办法，怕是没办法融入。他英文 OK， 就听得懂啊，也敢讲一点，所以我是觉得，就是反正是要让他勇敢的把话讲出来。
But Ron's school is not open yet. The school head, Matsumoto Michiyaki, and his team have been racing to add an elementary school, the age group of many TSMC children here.
So we have only 1 year to open a new school. So
The demand
of the TSMC families.
The expansion was also a request from the prefecture's governor. This school is set to become the first private elementary school approved by the prefecture in all of Kumamoto. And in keeping with the speed of TSMC's expansion, they were only given a year to make it happen. Now they're going to welcome their first students here in April after just 6 months of renovation. Matsumoto says working to match TSMC's speed was an important wake-up call.
I was very surprised, their pace. When I get a phone call from the people, can I have a meeting this afternoon? But that's a global standard. I guess that's a global standard. So we have to keep up their pace. That would be a very good challenging for Japanese students, especially in Kumamoto. So they don't know what the world is and how fast the world is changing. So this would be a good chance for Japanese students to know another world.
To keep up, command of the English language is also key, an area Matsumoto says Japan still falls short compared to other countries in the region, like South Korea and Taiwan. To cater to the 3 Taiwanese high schoolers already enrolled, the schools had to get creative, partnering with a Tokyo school to offer online classes in English at their level. This language gap is also becoming evident outside of school grounds. Demand for translators in the area has skyrocketed, adding pressure on the few around, like Sakaguchi Yukihiro. He's come out of retirement to work part-time as an English and Mandarin translator at Kikuyo's town hall. He's one of just 2 translators here.
原来这个外国的公司在熊本里面不多嘛不过相信将来越来越多了熊本的国际化刚开始了嘛
Sakaguchi says more locals want to learn English and Mandarin to keep up with a globalizing Kumamoto. And for educators like Matsumoto, it's all about making sure the next generation here can thrive, not just through language, but also as global citizens. Joseph Wu and Joyce Tseng in Kumamoto, Japan for TaiwanPlus. Taiwan's Alishan is world famous for its tea, but a lesser-known treat is Alishan coffee. A cafe owner in Japan has added the premium Taiwanese bean to his menu in Kumamoto, just as ties between Taiwan and Japan are at a historic turning point. Drawing out the smells and tastes of faraway places through coffee. Ichimi Yujiro has been perfecting his craft, roasting and brewing coffee from around the world here in Kumamoto, Japan. learning from a veteran pro, his dad, Ichimi Yojiro. Their family-owned coffee shop has now passed down 3 generations, and a new brew they've been excited to share with customers is this little-known bean from Taiwan.
注油した時の香りはとても酸が目立つんですけれども、少し、南国系のフルーツのような香りが取れます。
Ichimi Yujiro says people usually talk about Taiwan's Alishan tea, but rarely Alishan coffee. The premium beans are known within the coffee community, but because not many are harvested each season, they're limited and expensive, especially to ship overseas. Ichimi Yujiro and his father say despite the price, getting Alishan coffee here is worth it, as they strive to offer the world's best coffees to people in Kumamoto. The southwestern prefecture has been transforming over the past couple of years, as Taiwanese chip giant TSMC opened its first Japanese fab here, bringing in billions of dollars and hundreds of Taiwanese people. Ichimi Yojiro says the timing of TSMC's arrival alongside them adding Taiwanese coffee is a total coincidence.
TSMC のことは全く知りませんでした。私の女房かなえのお母さんのお母さんが台湾に行ってたの。台湾に住んでたの。で、こっちに日本に帰ってで料理の味付けが台湾の味付けとかとても好きだったわけですよね。だからとても台湾は身近に感じてたし、それがコーヒーということでもっとマッチした。
A longtime fan of Taiwanese culture, Ichimi Yojiro has also hosted screenings of Taiwanese movies at his shop, with the biggest event drawing 120 people. Now, with a growing Taiwanese community in Kumamoto, both father and son are excited to keep the cultural exchange going.
台湾の方と熊本をつなげる一つのアイテムになってくれたら、とても幸せなこと、光栄なことです。
Ichimi Yujiro hopes Kumamoto's expanding community will be an inclusive one. And as he says, what better way is there to get to know someone than over a delicious cup of coffee? Joseph Wu and Joyce Tseng in Kumamoto, Japan for TaiwanPlus. In Japan, people have been calling it the TSMC shock. The new fab in farmtown Kikuyo has sent ripple effects across Kumamoto. While I was there, I met with some people at the epicenter of the historic investment. In this Japanese farm town, a powerful new neighbor, global semiconductor giant TSMC. The company's multi-billion-dollar fab under local subsidiary JASM has become Japan's most advanced chip-making facility. It's a huge economic and technological boost for the 41,000 people here in Kikuyo and the entire Kumamoto prefecture, home to 1.7 million people. But the mega investment has made some people nervous, like Maeda Kayoko. She runs the largest pig farm in Kumamoto, just minutes away from the TSMC site, and worries newcomers might not fit into the area.
家畜の鳴き声とか匂いとかですね、スメルね、新しく近隣にですね、引っ越してきた人がどう思うかは私たちはわからない。
Speaking exclusively to TaiwanPlus, Town Mayor Yoshimoto Takatoshi says setting common ground between farmers and chip makers is a priority. The town of Kikuyo is no stranger to semiconductors, already home to local tech giants Sony and Tokyo Electron. But TSMC's impact is a new level. Latest stats show Kumamoto's economic value is just over $40 billion. TSMC's JASM alone has added half that amount, and that includes its plan for a second fab. Mayor Yoshimoto says it's an unprecedented opportunity for his town, but one that comes with risks.
半導体というとものすごくやはり水を使うので、地下水を保全するっていうのは非常に大事だと思います。そのためにやはりしっかりと農地を確保して、ジャスムの皆さん方が安心して、地下水が供給できるような体制を取るためにはやはり農業というのは守らなければ いけないと思いますし。
And water isn't the only concern. There's also the issue of land. Real estate firm Meiwa has been racing to find plots to build more housing.
ただやっぱりジャスムさんの要望の物件を探そうとするとどうしてもやっぱ新しく作るしか方法がないということで
JASM wants employees to have new apartments made of concrete, not wood, like traditional Japanese homes, and have surveillance cameras for safety. Some units are being snatched up as they're built.
There's 40 units in this building, and this one-bedroom apartment is the only one left. Now, the real estate manager told me that Japanese apartments on average are not this big. They're usually only 33 to 34 square meters, but this one is 40, and that's at the request of Taiwanese families wanting a bigger space, and so they've been building to suit these needs.
But with more people moving in, traffic has only gotten worse. Local resident Keishi Hisatomi's 15-minute commute to his supermarket job can now take over an hour. But stocking new Taiwanese goods on his shelves, he says the trade-off is worth it.
うちとしてはその通勤の渋滞というよりも、お客様が増えたので、うちは喜ばしいことかなと思ってます。
The town is transforming, and residents are finding ways to adapt. Some hadn't even heard of TSMC before, but seeing its influence, they're excited to promote their area, with the hope that Kikuyo's farm town charm won't be lost. Joseph Wu and Joyce Tseng in Kumamoto, Japan, for TaiwanPlus.
TSMC has not only been expanding in Japan, but in the US as well. This has also pushed more Taiwanese companies to move to the US in recent years. But it's not been all smooth sailing, sometimes because of culture clashes. Educators from the US state of Arizona have launched a new course to boost local entrepreneurs in their pursuit of a larger international market.
Be daring. Get out of your comfort zone.
A masterclass in global business. Education leaders from the U.S. state of Arizona have come to Taipei to teach Taiwanese tech entrepreneurs how to go global. It's a joint effort with Taiwan's Suzhou University and industry legend Stan Shi, the founder of Taiwanese computer giant Acer. Taiwan's a leader in electronics and making advanced chips, the brains in all things digital. But replicating that dominance abroad has been hard.
We need to upgrade our mindset to think how to global with our managers. So it's the reason why I come to the class today.
Do you think it will be difficult?
I think it's very difficult.
Even Taiwan's most reputable tech firm, TSMC, is struggling to set up shop overseas, clashing with local workers in Phoenix, delaying their $40 billion site. It's an investment that's pulled several Taiwanese companies to the American desert state to support the chip maker, and why Arizona's Thunderbird Business School has come in with a crash course to help such firms succeed.
TSMC is, of course, the front edge of the spear, but I think they're going to share, and they will always share, that there are many things that they wish they had known prior to going to Arizona in the United States. That includes cross-cultural communications and negotiations. It's not just language, it's about the underlying cultural engagement.
Going global will take more than just land, equipment, and workers. Industry leaders say deciding factors for success are more intangible things like brand image and corporate culture, which is hard to teach and master. Industry heavyweights like Shi are hoping to make a start. He's passing on lessons learned from his career, growing Acer into one of the world's top computer makers.
Taiwan market is too small, but our technology, our value created should be go global. The image is critical, so made in Taiwan image need to cultivate, to develop.
Instead of made in Taiwan, leaders like Shi says it's time to extend the country's brand to made by Taiwan around the world, to establish its stake in the global market and secure allies in business beyond its borders. Devin Tsai and Joyce Tseng for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching this edition of In Case You Missed It. I'm Joyce Tseng. Take care and see you next time.